Okay, we're going to do the intake valve this time. So this is a repeat of the exhaust, just bigger. So I got my 3 different grinders here. I got my seat angle 45, I got the top angle 30, and I got the inside angle, which is your 60. So we're going to kiss this here. This one here is hitting on the outside edge over here right now. I haven't hit the 45 yet, so we don't know what that's going to be. So I might have to drop down to the smaller diameter top cut here. We'll see. So let's just see what happens here. You don't know what you got until you do it. So, okay, this one's grinding off angle. Blow this up a little bit here. So you see how it's hitting heavy right here, and it's barely even touching right through here. So means you got to sink it down a little bit deeper. Usually I go back and forth with all 3 stones to keep the pressure down so you don't cock it off to one side. If you're hitting only one side, it wants to tilt the cutter over that way. So I go back and forth and cuts the cutting pressures down. Alright, let's see what our top cut does here. This head keeps wanting to spin. Put my knee over here pretty soon. Alright, that cut pretty heavily into the chamber there. A lot more than I want to. So we're going to put the smaller one in here. That's better. We'll come back with a die grinder and knock off this high spot out here. This stone here would be nice if it's a little bit bigger in diameter. So I don't think I had anything in between these 2 sizes, but I'll double check here just to make sure. It's the same, that's even bigger. So, nope. So we don't have the right size. It's not a normal size for me, so I don't have the stone for it. Right now I haven't even hit over here on the side over here yet. So see how it's not grinding through here? There, we can see it. It's just starting to get close to that surface. So you're going to keep grinding until it comes in. Let's see, I'm going to do the inside cut. Sheet cut. Hear it bouncing around pretty good. That means it's not coming in very flat yet. It's not quite there yet. I'll come with a top cut. Back with a 45. Just starting to get there. Dress my 45. See if the chatter will go away. Smoother. When the stone starts loading up, it starts getting a bubble in front of it, starts bouncing. Okay, wipe that off. Go ahead and mark our seat. Get a rough idea where we're at right now. So this one's pretty far off, so it's a problem when you make all custom parts. They don't tend to go back exactly where they came from originally. Even though you're trying to machine everything very accurately, it doesn't necessarily go in straight. Or they might not have had it straight from the factory, you don't know. All you know, it's different than what it was. Okay, hit our inside cut first. Barely even hitting anything. A little better. We'll hit our top cut. And here's what we got for a seat right now. Get our divider out and see what we got. Oh. Yeah, we're already there. Yeah, we're right where we want to be, just about. Pretty damn close. Okay, so I got to narrow the seat up with the inside cut, because I'm not even cutting over here yet, so that tells me the idea is way small anyway. So we'll bring it out a little bit. Yeah, we're not, just almost touching all the way around right now, but not quite. Just kind of whiskering around the inside. Stone's loaded up, so I gotta sharpen it. Let's see here, 60 degrees. Yeah, you can see how that's not even, see it's hitting hard there in the diamond, over here it's not. That makes the knot cut very even also. Yeah, almost. Alright, now our stone, where is it at? There we go. See how it's ground all the way around the stone? So now it'll cut better. Got to really dig in now. Very, very light pressure. Okay, see how the seat got narrowed up quite a bit that time? Give it a little bit more. I almost want it to disappear because I'm going to recut the 45. The top cut's pretty close where we want it to be. Let me reflash that just to make sure. A crisper line there so I can see it better. Yep, we're good on that. So keep narrowing up from the inside. All right. See how wide the seat is? Pull it up a little bit more. So you can see how it's a pretty narrow seat right through there right now. So I just come back and kiss it with my 45 just to smooth it and through it, and then we'll do a lap. If you did it straight, everything, the red will come right off, and the red came off nice and evenly. So that's a good sign we're still nice and true. All the grit out of here so I got something to breathe. It's always nice when you're breathing all that grit. Alright, you pull out your pilot. Go ahead and take our intake valve. Rear head. Go ahead and put our lapping compound on here again, just like we did on the exhaust. And if we did everything right, it'll be right where we want it to be. Let's see here. This is where you take your cut and go do it until you get it right. Come back and show you how great you are. So I'll get right on that in a minute. Yeah. I'm too lazy to do that. We get what we get. Alright, see how we got pretty good. See how we got the little lip right there? Where's the camera at? So you got a very small little trace above the valve, right where we want it. The inside cut good and the back cut good. So basically that's right on the money. That's why we have to go back and do a reshoot, because we just do it right the first time. Now you come back and check the seat and make sure the seat looks good. That's the next thing you got to do correctly. And looks good. Got the seat all the way around it. Let me get a little closer here. So if you look in there, you can see the gray line all the way around here. So that's what you're after. And you see it's on the exhaust is also in there. So now I'm going to have to come back and grind out this high spot right here, because I don't want to have any of this lip in here that I put in. So I have to be very, very careful when I do that. Usually I have a cutter that does that, but in this case the cutter is going to be my hand grinder. So I'll go do that in a little while, and hopefully I won't nick the seat. If I do, I get to redo it. So that's how that all goes on. So now we got our seat, our valves I mean. Go in there, front head, rear head. So now they go in there like that. And you make sure your TD left clearance is good. We'll check that later. So that's how they look like for now. So I'll go ahead and get these all cleaned up, and then we'll do some measurements. And I'll go back and grind this here first before I do cleaning. But for now I'm going to do the other head. So we'll move on. We'll do the next head. This one here I already did exhaust on it. Here. So I get to do the intake. So I'll do that and we'll come back. Okay, I just finished up this other intake seat. So here's the other valve. So you can see how it's ground in there now. It's really out of focus, isn't it? How about that? See, stupid camera don't know how to focus. There you go. Now you can see it. Alright. So, got the seat all grounded in this one. Now, I wanted to tell you, I forgot to say it I think before. Anyway, I'm using Clickway valve grinding equipment here. There's your name. This is all from like the 50s when this was made. So it's actually made out of metal, no plastic. So this is your dressing over here. And when I cut my seats, I don't vary the angles. I cut 45 on the valve, 45 on the on the stone. If you grind accurately and everything's good, you don't have to have mismatch angles. Mismatch angles are for people that know what the hell they're doing and have bad equipment. So if you have good equipment, the first time you do it is good. So that's the key. But anyway, so that's what I do. So that way, if you have any comments to make, I already told you. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to grind up these edges right here, and we'll look at that next. Okay, I've put away all my valve grinder equipment here. These are the pilots you need to have if you're going to do this kind of work. Obviously, you don't need all these different sizes, but you do need a lot of them. So these are basically all your 5/16, 11/32, and 3/8. And then you have metric stuff in the middle here. You got flathead forward stuff over here. You got all kinds of weird crap here I never used. These are for, I think, diesel or semi-trucks. Never used them. So my dad used to buy everything in multiples. So. But anyway, you have to have every size in order to get the correct fit in your guide. So if you look at these, they have oversized dimensions up here. So make sure you get all the right ones. Anyway, the important part is after you do your job, a lot of people have different ways of checking to see how good their work is. Solvent check is worthless. Vacuum check is good. Time consuming. I do the light test. Nothing beats light. If you don't have no light in here, it's round. So you just take your valve and you rotate it like that. And you rotate it around, and if you don't see any light in there, you know, see a little light area. So if it doesn't bounce up and down that as you're going around, it has a nice job. So and you do that on both your intake and your exhaust. So you, obviously if you have any light, you can see it. So the light test tells you for sure what you have. So like I said, I don't use mismatch angles, so what you get's what you get. If you can't do a good job, then learn how to do it, or take it to somebody who can screw it up as good as you can. Because most people don't know how to do anything anymore either, but there are still a few old people around that know how to do stuff. But anyway, it's like I said, if you run a big mismatch angle, stuff will seal up, but it's hard on the valve guides and everything else. So it's just a matter of doing your job correct. Okay, that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll grind these all up here on the top and finish these things up.